Orange Lake Resort is considered the largest self-contained resort in the east of the Mississippi River. We're 1,500 acres of resort. We have 11 miles of roads inside of Orange Lake. We have about 900 employees, 2,400 guest units, 7 pool areas, 4 golf courses, 5 bars and restaurants, retail shops. So it's basically like a little mini city, self-contained within the gates of the resort. The types of keys that we manage, 80% of the keys are soft master keys that open the guest units. We have 300 vehicles throughout the property. All the different departments have their own vehicles, so we have all the vehicle keys. And then we have hard keys that open all the closets and office doors in various areas around the resort.
So before Traka, we had to have somebody here, one of my managers has to be here early to assign keys. They were not secure. If we had keys out, we didn't know, when keys were out. If an engineer didn't return the keys on time, we didn't know. Sometimes it happens where, people forget to write it down, and we had to go through all the cabinets and make sure the key's there. With this system, you can, keep track, and they're more secure.
Prior to Traka, we were doing everything manually. All the keys were either housed or locked in closets, and they're manually inventoried. Some keys were inventoried 3 times a day, some were inventoried 2 times a day. Everything was manually handed out, so someone had to be there constantly to hand out keys at any given time or day. So there was a lot of labor involved in someone just monitoring the keys. A key could go missing and it could get missed and not noticed for a while, and that's a security problem, especially if it's a key that opens a sensitive area like a guest unit or a liquor closet or something like that. There's a lot of challenges involved with having keys ready for people when they need them, and also knowing that they're secure and they're in the right hands at all times.
We have 11 different boxes. We have 2 in security, 2 in engineering, 1 in the facilities area, and the rest are in housekeeping by village. So each key pertaining to that particular village are in those boxes. And nothing else can be put in, because if a fob is put in the wrong place, it tells you where to remove it and put it back to. Makes it pretty easy.
So now employees come to work, they report to their area, their box is in their area, they can just go in at their leisure, sign out their key, sign back in their key at the end of their day. So it's taken away all the need for the drive time back and forth to give their keys in and out, and also the need for someone to be there all the time to basically manage the keys.
It makes it easy to find a key or find out who's using it, what time they took it out, what time it was returned, if it's overdue. We can restrict the time access that a key is used at any specific location. We can restrict user access to different locks. We pretty much control them the way we need them to be controlled.
You can set up schedules on this system. So if a person starts, let's say at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you set up the key to be released at 8 o'clock, he cannot come earlier. He needs to wait until 8 o'clock to his shift to release the key. That gives more control, of the keys.
The biggest advantage from a security standpoint is if something happens with a key, and let's say there's been an entry to an area that's unauthorized, or we have a missing item from an area, we can get back into Traka and see immediately who signed out that key, what time it was signed out, and quickly be able to identify that person and call them in for a security interview, basically, to get to the bottom of the situation, and that's been a huge advantage. The way we manage keys, I think, is important. Obviously, it's the safety of the guest, the main thing. They're in their units, they're enjoying their vacation, they're sleeping at night, just like if they were at home. It's always good to know that the key that opens your door, that are staff keys, are secure and in the right hands at all times. And with Traka, you can guarantee that because you have the ability to track the keys much better. I would always want all guests to know that we take that as a utmost responsibility to keep those keys secure and to make sure that they're safe while they're in one of our units. We have resorts around the country, and not all of them have been upgraded into Traka yet, and I'm sure that's something that company-wide we would like to do to get all the resorts on board with key management and key security like we do here at Orange Lake.